The East Blue Banger. The man that defines gender equality. The man that don't want to hear shit you gotta say unless you talking with your hands. The most realest MC who's willing to slide for you no matter the circumstances. My nigga Luffy. It's about time you and everyone else out there in the world, the universe, the multiverse, all living and non-living things. It's about time y'all give the GOAT of anime his respect, cause he's simply just that guy. But if you already do, then dab me up, we locked in, twin. But for those of you that don't know Luffy got that dog in him for real, or just don't know anything about the series, I'm here to enlighten you. After this video, everyone will respect Luffy because he's simply just that guy. He's greatness, he's perfect, he's literally just the best MC in the universe.
Shaboing boing, get the dick out your mouth.
But first, shout out to my guy for the recommendation. I wasn't planning on doing this video soon, but hey, here we are. And shout out to the people that subscribe to your boy. We moving. If you watching this and want to be a part of the crew, hey, grab my hand and hop on the boat. Welcome to the crew, my guy. Now, before we talk about the GOAT, I'd like to clear his name of 3 accusations, which is crazy to say because these accusations shouldn't have been placed on bro, but hey, I guess being the greatest really do come with his fair share of haters. First accusation, he's a Goku clone. Like, damn, bro can't eat? Bro just can't have a big appetite? Like, damn, y'all just won't be satisfied until my nigga starve every episode. Like, my nigga got Prime Gordon Ramsay cooking him and a crew 7-star gourmets. Like, who wouldn't go crazy? Like, let a nigga eat. Not to mention it makes sense due to bro being made of rubber. It's not like he'll get full off of one sandwich. Like, what? Look at Natsu, Vegeta, Ichigo. I guess they're all Goku clones then, huh? He's a strong ass nigga, and as we know, strong niggas like to eat. Naruto don't eat that much, so clearly that nigga weak. What, he's a Naruto clone for crying? He's a Tanjiro clone for breathing? Like, be for real. First accusation cleared. Second accusation, Luffy has no drip accusation. Luffy changes his drip every arc while you got other characters wearing the same thing like this the entire series. With the only cap changing it once for an episode, then back to the same shit for the rest of the series. The only time you'll catch Naruto in a different fit is in his sleep. But Naruto's not the only one. Trust me. There's plenty more, some worse than others. Like, let's be for real, if you're at a beach, you'll be more than likely to pull off wearing this rather than this. Bro flood game crucial. He really showing off them unlotioned ankles. Bro's probably constipated from that ass gripping jumpsuit he got on. But like, no hate to my nigga Naruto though. You know, I do miss with my nigga. You feel me? You feel me? But like, you know, I kinda get it. You know, this is bro main fit. But at the same time, this really a calm fit. Got the casual button top, blue jean shorts, and he got these. The East Blue limited edition Versace Medusa Greca sandals. Like, just look at bro right here. Him and his crew was sets. They spun the bag on Dior. Oda himself knew they just couldn't be walking around this swagged up without that thing on them. You got niggas on the team that don't even need blickies carrying blickies. Like, what? That's just how you know the drip is crucial. And there's plenty of times Luffy has proven to be the most swagged out character in all of anime. And if somehow this doesn't convince you, then answer me this. Would you rather be a dirty nigga with no swag or a clean nigga with quote unquote minimal swag? The Straw Hats as a whole stay drippy, especially Nami, and that's just a fact. But this video is about Luffy, so next accusation. Luffy can't touch water. How do you think Luffy takes baths? You just assume my nigga Luffy dirty? You just assume he a dirty nigga? Like, what? How do you think he beat Crocodile? How do you think his brother Ace, a devil fruit user who's made of fire, was able to fight Jinbei, a water user who's an expert at fishman karate, for 5 days straight, no breaks, and have it end in a stalemate rather than it being one-sided going to Jinbei? Man's literally fought his counterpart and it still ended in a draw. Don't be surprised when I drop a video dedicated on how OP the One Piece verse is as a whole, just to clear up all the false accusations. People really out here trying to downplay the GOAT. Like, bro, just stop. Hop off bro family jewels. So now you know Luffy can clearly touch water. Now that Luffy's free from the accusations, I'm going to talk about the greatness of Monkey D. Luffy and why he's the king of MCs, cause like, he's him. Now Luffy undeniably just has that dog in him, and how he best displays his dogness is in his fights. Bro doesn't care who you are, what's your excuse, none of that. If he wants to fold you, best believe he's going to do so. Talk no jutsu ain't gonna get you out of an ass whooping. Bro got that dog in him that can't be tamed. Near the beginning of the series, Luffy pulls up to this restaurant called the Baratier and accidentally blows a hole in the wall and was told to do chores for an entire year for the free. Now I get bro didn't have no money to repay him for the damage, but like, I ain't gonna lie, an entire year, gang? That's kind of crazy. Ain't gonna lie, bro would have just had to see me, cause ain't no way I'm doing that. But then this nigga named Dung Creek pulls up to where Luffy was posted thinking he's hot shit. Everybody was shook like, it's that that Don Krieg? But Luffy being a dog with no fear was like, hey boss man, if I max this nigga ass out, will ever pay for the damages? Getting the green light from the owner, Luffy went to work. And that boy Don Krieg got dealt with. Twice at that. This fishman named Arlong was supposedly the greatest threat in the East Blue. And guess what happened to him? He got his ass dealt with too. Luffy wasn't just packing up niggas in the East Blue. He took his Fist of Fury to the Grand Line, packed up a warlord named Crocodile, but I ain't gonna hold you, Luffy did lose the first encounter cause bro couldn't get touched due to being made of sand. So Luffy had to be mad creative after taking the loss, and he got his get back pulling up with a water barrel to be able to touch this man. For those of you that aren't familiar with the One Piece verse, I'm about to fill your skull up with a bit of knowledge. Crocodile is a Logia who cannot be touched unless you have this ability called Haki, which Luffy couldn't use at the time. You use their natural weakness against them or have a devil fruit that is a direct counterpart to their own. Now in Luffy's case he had to use water, but since he ran out he turned that light bulb on in his brain and improvised, using his own blood, and got Crocodile dealt with. Then after realizing niggas on the sea wasn't on shit, he took it to the sky to scrap with a god. And unfortunately for this god who thought he was the shit cause he was a Logia type that uses lightning, was finna be greeted with the hands from his direct counterpart, and he got his ass dealt with. Back to the Grand Line and packed up a fat warlord that eats shadows named Mortia. Still not satisfied, Luffy wanted to see if niggas in Bikini Bottom was really like that for real. Pulled up on Fishman Island and maxed out the strongest fishman there, Hody Jones, who also got a huge amp from popping a crazy amount of perks, and still got folded in his own habitat. The fact that you a fishman and still getting cooked underwater by a human is crazy. Like that's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's tough! He also laid out another warlord named Doflamingo, who's actually one of the coldest villains in the show. But there's no exceptions, even the coldest niggas can catch the hands. So Luffy put him in his place too, and the list goes on and on. And it really makes sense cause the D in Monkey D. Luffy stands for dog, and his entire family are dogs. His older brother Porcus D. Ace is a dog. Became a member of one of the strongest pirate crews, the Whitebeard Pirates, at the age of 17. Was 2nd Division Commander at age 20. Ace was really out on the fields for real. Sabo, the oldest brother of the three, is a dog. He set sail as a jit. You know what we were doing as a jit? Sitting down watching cartoons while eating a kid's cuisine and sipping a Capri Sun. While Sabo, on the other hand, exploring the world. He later became a part of the Revolutionary Army, the most notorious army out there. Was even the second strongest on the team, only being bested by another dog, which I'll get to in a bit. And later upgraded his dog status after obtaining a devil fruit that was left behind by a dog. If you know, you know, and if you don't, then bear with me, I'm getting to it. Their Gramps Monkey D. Garp is a dog. Back in his heyday, head ass was given the nickname Garp the Fist cause he clearly had them hands. Even fought with the greatest pirate Goldie Roger, another dog. Even now as an OG, he's still a dog. Goldie Roger, the former king of the pirates, is a dog. The king of dogs scrapped with the best of the best, conquered the Grand Line and obtained the One Piece. Luffy's dad, Monkey D. Dragon, aka son of Garp, is a dog. He's captain of the Revolutionary Army that I mentioned holds the #1 spot over Sabo because he is the top dog. Now we don't know too much of him, but from what we do know, he's clearly a dog. Ace's mom, Porcus D. Rouge, is a dog. She misled the entire world in order to protect her child from persecution by the world government. Defied the laws of nature, keeping her baby safe inside her womb for 20 months. For those of you that are confused, the Marines were sent out to cut the bloodline of Goldie Roger. So in order to do so, they took any woman on the island that was pregnant within 10 months of Roger's capture and killed any suspicious women. So Ace's mother fled the island, held him in her womb for 20 months until the Marines were convinced Roger's bloodline is over and end the search. After the search was over, she then gave birth to her son, Porcus D. Ace. And Luffy's mother is somewhere out there in the world. She's never been revealed, but she's a dog since she gave birth to a dog. And yes, I know Luffy, Ace, and Sabo aren't biologically brothers, but they're still family. But not only does Luffy naturally got that dog in him, he's really W-Mans for real. And it will slide for you no matter what. No matter who you are. If you befriend this nigga some way, somehow, give this man a large triple cheeseburger meal, or just go the extra mile and cash out on the entire restaurant, you will be set with a protection plan for life. Luffy's Protect My Nigga badge will be set to Hall of Fame. My nigga, you are good. You getting bullied? He's there. A nigga skip you in line? He's there. Someone makes a lame ass yo mama joke? He's there. If you're in a Naruto debate, he's there. Someone's child annoying you with their crying? He's there. Luffy and his entire crew is there, cause what's a W captain without a W crew? This man Arlong took over Nami's hometown, terrorized the entire village, killed Nami's adoptive mother, and forced Nami to do child labor. Nami collected 100 million berries to give to Arlong in order to save her village. But after being lied to, she broke into tears. And for those of you that don't know anything about One Piece, when I say berries, berries, I don't mean the fruit. Berries is the currency in One Piece. With Luffy saying Nami crying, bro knew what he had to do. He placed his hat on Nami's head. He spun the block with his W-mans with the cleanest walk-in anime history. Luffy breaks their door down asking, which one of you is the nigga named Arlong? Arlong's like, well, that just happens to be my name. Luffy's like, you can call me Luffy, aka the GOAT of MCs. Got these two fishmen out of his way, and without another word said, he popped shit off first. And made sure the whole team ate. They all got their licks in. And just like he did with everyone else, he beat the brakes off of them. And saved Nami's hometown. Talk about W-mans. A princess named Vivi that Luffy and the crew adventured with had her country known as Alabasta taken over by a warlord named Crocodile. Luffy, being a W-mans, knew what he had to do. So he again did what he had to do and drove that man through multiple layers of bedrock, leveling the entire country. And GG's. He dropped another body, saving Vivi's country. W-mans. Took a trip to Water 7. One of his crew members named Robin, aka Best Girl, aka Mommy, was kidnapped by a secret organization of devil fruit users that work under the world government known as CP9. Luffy maxed out one of the CP9 niggas named Blue Note after using a technique he mastered. Started beef with the entire world government. Luffy demands Robin to tell him she wants to live. Robin says the 4 magic words, I want to live! The crew went straight to work maxing out the CP9 members and left that bit after Luffy defeated the remaining CP9 member, a buff-ass cheetah named Rob Lucci. And Robin was saved. W-mans and W-crew. Luffy then showing us his best W-mans feat, snuck on a marine ship, breaking into the most heavily guarded prison that lies under the sea to slide for his big brother Ace, who he found out was sentenced to be executed. But unfortunately, after folding half the prison, cause like of course he did, we know he got them hands, he ends up losing his gauntlet match up to a poison nigga named Magellan. Near death, but being a dog, of course that shit ain't kill him. Instead, bro got an upgrade and is now highly resistant to poison. So that's really a W in my book. Broke out of the prison after finding out Ace is now being moved to Marineford. Bro literally went to war for his brother. I'm talking where there was a whole lot of strong niggas and niggerettes in the war. Luckily the niggerette was on his side cause she loved him. He talked his shit to Whitebeard like, nigga, you not finna be king of the pirates cause that position is held for me, gang. Went to scrap with the 3 admirals. Maxed out his own grandpa, showing he's the biggest dog. He stopped an attack from the fleet admiral and free his brother from them cuffs. And just like that, Ace is a free man. It only took him 3 hours to save Ace after being locked up for 24 hours after losing his fight with Magellan. Imagine taking 4 years just to bring someone back to the village? Yikes. Couldn't be Luffy. No shade though, no shade. But yeah, it was a job well done by Luffy. Until bro couldn't swallow his pride and take a few of daddy jokes and sadly got turned into Krispy Kreme's #1 bestseller. On top of all that dogness and W-man shit, there's one thing he's always undeniably had without even trying. Or with a care in the world, and that is Riz. Literally the king of Riz. Man's bagged Vivi, Margaret, along with an island full of women. The queen of the island and the baddest in the series, Boa Hancock, who didn't even like men, end up falling madly in love with Luffy. Shirahoshi, Rebecca, Reiju. You just gotta respect the fact that on top of being a dog who's a W-mans, he also has immaculate W-Riz. He's just that guy. Also, Luffy's speeches, when he talks to an ally or someone he wants to protect, he uplifts their spirits, making them become mentally and physically strong. He's really out here unleashing people's inner dog instead of talking to the enemy to get out of fights. No shade though, no shade. Now that you know the greatness that is Monkey D. Luffy, I want each and every one of you to put some respect on the GOAT of anime. I want to see everyone on all social media platforms, all streaming services, with Luffy as their profile picture because he is the face of anime. And manga, come on now, you thought I forgot?